So here's the deal. I haven't uploaded, what, 3 weeks now? And I got a couple things to explain, right? So getting straight to it, no intro. We're gonna catfish. I know I said I was gonna finish catfishing and focus and shift my focus to pier fishing, but I got busy at work. I got busy back at home with some house things. And overall, just hanging out with the family. I never got to fish again at the pier. And I missed the salmon run. I don't know if they're still gonna be in the rivers. I might send out some spoons. But honestly, we're here for some catfishing. Because it's still warm. And like I said, enjoy the last bits of summer. Because winter's about to come, and I don't know. I'm very bummed out. I know you guys are bummed out too, but don't get me wrong. I went out and tried. That same weekend that I said that I was gonna fish. Motherfucker. That I was gonna fish right at the pier, and I was gonna take you guys. Well, here's the clip. Well, guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. I've been fishing here for 3 hours, 4 hours now, and nothing. And I think I'm gonna call it quits now. I gotta go use the restroom, and you know, I'm hungry now. And then it's back day for me today, so the only thing I only came out here for is just to check out again. I wasn't prepared, but regardless, everybody else around me ain't catching much. So it's a little bit slow today. Right away, it got super warm, so I wonder if the water flipped. Probably if I was here earlier, maybe we would have gotten a chance, but I mean, on the riverside, the boats are catching them. They got planer boards and then just kind of running it off their boat. I seen a couple, like 3 or 4 of them, just catch them right in front of me. There's a bunch jumping, but I think I'm gonna hit the rivers now. I think it's time to hit the rivers. The next time we come to the pier, I'll be more set up. I'll have my casting net and everything. So then, yeah, as you can tell, yeah. So for today's video, for catfishing, I did go out with my family too. I fished with my family for a little bit too. That's what I meant. Like, I was fishing, but not fishing for you guys, you know, for you guys to watch, for you guys to enjoy. And if you guys do, like I said, I am very sorry for not uploading. I just been in my own world. I just been in vanished world. I vanished. Let's just put it that way. So I'm gonna show you a couple things I'm gonna do. I brought my bait rod. I haven't used this in a couple of years, and really, it's just for bait. I got a 3 hook method. I'm gonna switch the hooks to smaller hooks because these are a little bit too big for the bait fish, because all I'm gonna be catching is gonna be small catfish, and I don't want that. I want to catch some bait this time around, because that's gonna be our focus. And yeah, we're actually gonna fish. I did bring my 9-foot rod just in case there's some salmon out there. Once I send out the rods, if I send out 2 and I have enough bait, then boom, I'll just send out 2 catfish rods and just play around with the spoon, see what's out there. I mean, you never know. And if we don't catch anything, that's the point, guys. That's the point. You gotta be patient, and It's called fishing, not catching. If it was catching, it would have been easier. We would have been catching our river monster, but not yet. Not yet. And I got a mess in here. Holy cow. First catfish rod. Oh yeah, guys. I had a catfish with my family that was pretty big. Fucker snapped me off. I know. How crazy is that? With my family. If I would have landed, okay, I do got a small clip of me catching a catfish. Let me put it up. Boom. Mamá, saca video. Ah, creo que se me fue. No me digas. Oh, no, oh, sí, tú ya lo tengo. Creo. No sé, no lo siento. Oh, sí, sí, sí. Mira, mira, mira. Mira. Y ahí viene para acá. Un gatito.
¡Es un gatito!
Quítese.
¡Es un gatito! ¡Es un gatito!
Check this out, guys. I just got a cat now. Ahorita te lo saco, Mikey. Mira, ma.
I can't touch it. Ay.
Está gordito, ma. Ah, tráeme la cosa esa para la boca.
¿Dónde de acá?
Yep. Ahí está, ma. Luego. Check that out, guys, right there in the video. Hopefully you guys can see.
Yes. Uy, Bob.
Move.
El teléfono no necesitas usarlo, hijo, lo sacas sin la luz.
A ver.
Mira.
Uy, Bob. Uy.
Ahí está. Ahora sí, vamos a llevarlo para acá. ¿Listo? Yeah, so, like I said, I did catch a couple things. You know, went out with the family. And yeah, so now it's just me again. And we're actually gonna catch something today, guys. And I have a feeling that we will. I just gotta set my hooks right. I know, why do I bring so many rods? Just don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. So there's that. We're set there. Actually, I have less stuff this time around. Like, I'm more planned out. I already had my bait ready to go as well. And I'm gonna show you guys what's inside my backpack, my fishing backpack. It's all organized, very neat. Finally, I don't have everything all in one box, you know. I have everything pretty much organized from salmon, from me catching salmon, and then from me catching catfish. So I got all my rigs set up there too. Just making sure I'm not forgetting anything. I think I'm not. Cheers, guys. And let's get to it. And first things first, thank God for another day. Thank God for another week. Thank God for Vanish uploading. Because, man, it was driving me nuts. I was just sitting there talking with my mom. I was like, I got to upload, Mom. I got to upload. It's to keep my insanity under control, you know? And I thank God. And I thank God for this beautiful afternoon, beautiful warm afternoon. I'm going to bring on my sweater just in case. So let's thank God. Thank you, God. And hopefully we could catch a fish. If we're gonna go that way, if that way doesn't work, we'll end up that way. So if you guys can recall this little spot, it was from last year when I was out with the BMW. So I got some sad news. I had to let go of the Beamer. Yeah, guys, I gotta focus on other things. So enough of the sad stuff. Let's get to it. She's naughty. I'll be honest, it feels weird coming back to a spot that you haven't fished in over a year ago, you know? And I'm just like, damn. Catfish. Hopefully you guys can see that. Little gatito. That's not a bad size, you know? All right, let's let him go. I'm seeing a bunch of small little fish here that we could catch for, you know, bait. But we're here. I know, damn, these guys are going pretty fast. But we're gonna get to fishing, guys. So let's get to it. Oh, you know what I did forget? Damn, how am I gonna set up my rods now? Wow, out of all the things, guys, I forgot my rod holders. Nice, now I gotta make some. All right, so I found some sticks. Because I forgot my rod holders. Man, it's all right, but nothing's gonna stop me from fishing. Boom, boom, boom. Let's get to it. No time wasting. I do want to send one rod out just to see how the current is to determine what kind of size. Hold up. To determine what kind of size, I'm gonna shrink my leader line a little bit more. But to determine what size ounce weight to use, you gotta look at how your line moves inside the water once you send it out. Once you send it out and your line continues to move from one way to another, that means, where the hell are my scissors? Hold on. Oh yeah, I was gonna show you guys what's inside my backpack, right? Let me strap the GoPro on, and then I'll show you. First, you open up here. Boom, you got your bug spray just in case. Weights, lights. You open up here. More shit that I bought over the week. GoPro tripod. More stuff for salmon. What's up here? I think my scissors. Oh, more stuff for salmon. Extra line just in case I gotta tie some up. Extra lighting, you know, one for my camera just in case. And here, all my tools like my pliers. This side, more lures, thunder sticks, garlic powder, Kool-Aid. On this side, water bottle holder and water. So if this one is all salmon, flies, beads, weights. I know I got a mess in here. We're not using that today. I gotta wrap this line around. Yeah, this is what I use for my leader lines mostly. 15-pound test with this catfish. I haven't caught a fish that has snapped me off like this. Maybe from last week, like I was explaining. Yeah, want to hold the fish, a knife, more slide weights. Now, more salmon stuff. this is like for pier fishing mostly, or you know, more spoons. I just don't want to have like a bag of spoons or nothing like that. I want them pretty organized. If I don't take them out, like say the ones that I just bought this week, I bought these ones this week. Little Cleo, and then some spinners. I might try these out today, and then some size 4 treble hooks. So those are some things that I keep in their bag or in their package still. So but today it's this box. Boom. Put this back in here. And this is all you need for catfish, guys. Look. So your clip-on weights. If you want to do like a 3-way tie, I'll show you guys how to do 2 ways of catching catfish. You can do a 3-way swivel, or you can put your slide weights on your main line, and obviously your 4 ounce, 3 ounce, 3 ounce. And then I mean, I haven't used these big hooks because like I said, I haven't caught a fish that was pretty big to use these kind of hooks, unless I catch a pretty nice big bait fish and, you know, send it out as live bait. But the hooks that I use are mainly these ones. I think these are size 6, and these bad boys, no, these are size 6, these are size 7. That one belongs there. There we go. Yeah, that one belongs there. Yeah, size 7 octopus hook. And then you got some floaties. Sometimes I put that on the leader line. We'll see. I might try that out today. I was thinking of doing that. Some belly bells, and then the lights that go on the belly if I fish at night. Damn, look how veiny I am. All right, let's get back to it. So now, how to set up your rod. Really, that's it. I know I'm supposed to have that bead on this side. I might switch it over right now since I was telling you guys. But boom, that's how you do it. And then there. So now back over here, I'm gonna retie this real quick. Okay, so this is a setup. Your 3-way swivel, clip on right here. So what you want to have is that you want to take off the clip, put the butt end on that side, and then boom, and then your leader line, like this yay long, I would say. Now you got the option to add the floater. If not, you could just leave it like this, depending on how big your bait is. Today I'm gonna try something different. I haven't tried this method in a while. I'm gonna do this method today and see what we catch. Basically like this. So once it gets in the water, this will bring it up. You know, it will bring out my bait, and it will just bring out right on that strike zone right there, and then boom, the fish is gonna come and grab it. So that's basically the point of it. Now I'm gonna try a 3-ouncer right now, see how that feels, and go from there. Now what are we gonna use for bait? Chicken liver. So got this bad boy all set up, and this one's ready to go. I'm gonna leave this one here while I get the bait. just washing the rods. Like I said, with this one, I'm gonna use a slide weight, and this is the correct way to do it. Let me show you. Boom. Bead or stop slider right there. Your weight, clip on. There, boom, boom. Leader line, yay that long. This one, we're not gonna use a floaty. This one, we're just gonna send it out. Oh yeah, I think we got some bait. Come on, give me some bait. Oh yeah. No bait, damn. Little fish are biting. If not, damn. My baby brother's the one who has all the hooks. Not hate yourself, but fuck that. Shit's so smelly. So, let's keep sending out the bait rod, because we're not gonna catch anything. We're gonna catch these fuckers one way or another. I'm gonna put small pieces of worm, and just you watch. So, here's the thing. Since I don't got a chair, right? And we're here watching the rods. The more I say it, the more I'm gonna believe it. And the more that you guys are gonna believe it too. Love yourself. Love yourself. Love yourself. Do stuff that you find passion in. Do stuff that makes you escape reality just a little bit, but not so much where, you know, your main focus is all that. Have a goal, have a dream, have a purpose to always wake up the next morning. If you don't find that purpose within yourself, it's, you know, motivation is crap. You know, you hear all this and that. Really, it is, because it all comes to you. It all comes to you every day, choosing to do better than yesterday. And what I've been doing, just been thinking about what's been going on this whole entire year. You know, it's been 1 year that I've uploaded on YouTube. Bunch of videos, and you know, when I sat there and actually analyzed all these videos and watched like 5 of them, I realized how much I grew as a person in YouTube, as Vanish, you know? Like I was saying a lot of different stuff back then, like talking about relationships and this and that. Honestly, stay single, because right now the love game itself is pretty whack, and a lot is going on around the world that I think the last thing you should do is fall in love. Don't get me wrong, if you do find someone, you know, cherish those moments, you know, enjoy it with that person, but don't lose yourself. Don't lose who you were trying to get that person, because if you lose yourself, that other person is going to lose interest in you. You got to be the same person you were as the person you got with that person, you know? If that made sense. I don't know if that made sense. So don't change for anybody else. Change because you want to be better. Change because you want to see a different version of yourself. Not because somebody else is asking it for you. Not because, you know, Not because either your family is asking. No, it has to come within you. It has to come within in here. How passionate are you? How much hate do you have within yourself in order to change? And I've always preached, if there's not enough hate, there's not enough change. So let me check how much battery I have. I got 20% yap, but guys, 1 year ago, you think I was gonna have all this muscle? But no, I put it to myself that, you know, I gotta keep working out hard. I got abs too and everything. Like, I gotta keep working out hard and never give up on myself. The more you love yourself, and the more time you dedicate to yourself and finding who you are, later on in life, you're gonna appreciate yourself of finding who you really are. Now, like I said before, I used to talk about relationships and this and that. Now I'm telling you, hey, you gotta learn to be by yourself. Don't mess with the wrong person and end up bringing something else into the picture. Because once that something else is in the picture, then it's really hard to, you know, be able to do your own things, because you got to be watching out for somebody else. And if you got nobody, no business with anybody, stay like that. Stay like that. Why are you going to go bother somebody else when you can't even figure out who you are? If you can't really figure out your feelings. So that's kind of my take, you know. I don't want to go bother somebody else when I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know who I am. And I'm not trying to be somebody else, you know. And I don't want to change who I am for somebody else that I've just met, even if they're the love of my life or whatnot. I can't change for nobody. I gotta stay as Vanish, stay disciplined, you know, keep doing my things, come out fishing, spend time by myself, you know. It's stuff like that, guys. You gotta enjoy yourself until you find that somebody. And then once that somebody is there, you realize how much value you have within you. And it's not just gonna be you telling that person how much value you have. They're gonna see it right away. So what was that one thing? Is that a weak man focus on women. Women focus on strong men with a purpose. So find your purpose. Goddamn. So find your purpose and stick to that, and stick to the mission, you know, stick to your purpose, stick to your goals, to your dreams. Because an ambition man, any woman is gonna fall in love with them, you know? Or be curious of what they got going on. It's like they're gonna want to investigate about you, or they're gonna want to hear about you and stuff like that, or watch you, you know? Don't get me wrong, I got like 14-15% of females watching my YouTube channel. Don't get me wrong, I be watching my analytics. Most of you guys are guys, which is weird. But, you know, 15% of the people in my channel is like, you know, women, which is weird. So, but, you know, it's interesting things. And it's not just, you know, as guys, you know, women go through it too. You know, women got to spend time by themselves to figure out who they really are and what's their purpose in life. If they want to be a successful person, same thing as guys. If they want to be a successful person, boom, they're eligible to do that. Nowadays, in this century, you know, women have a lot of say. And if you don't take that advantage, then really, what's your purpose? And I'm not a girl to tell you what it is. All I'm saying for the guys, stay single. You're not ready. I'm not ready. And I don't think I'm gonna be ready for a while, because I'm still trying to build myself. You're still trying to build yourself. So don't get distracted. Don't get, what's it called? Don't get tempted, and don't get tempted into lust, man. You know, try to control that within yourself. And it's a hard thing to say, and one thing is to do it. But you know, there's a lot of pretty women, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of pretty women that you want to talk to, you want to do this and that, but the more alone time you spend with yourself, the more you're gonna thank yourself later in the future, like I've said, you know. But I think that's my takeaway of what I've learned throughout this whole entire year, is that I've just been dedicated to my YouTube, to my fishing, cars, you know, little things that keep me busy, keep me, you know, out of depression, I would say. So you gotta find something like that. Find little hobbies. You know what I'm trying to do now? I'm trying to put a whole sound system inside my house where I could play it in my TV, where I could play it in my PC. You know, I could carry it around. So, and then a test bench outside my garage so I could test all kinds of amps and stuff like that. So think about that. A guy that does bodybuilding, car stuff, something different, you know? Something different. And I'm gonna bring you guys a lot of cool stuff. Obviously, as this channel grows, dream car is a 240. Once you see that 240 in the back of that Silverado, you know this channel is kicking off really good. So like and subscribe, guys. Like and subscribe so you don't miss out on none of my videos. And let's continue to fish. That's my little rant. And we'll continue on fishing. Right now it's 6:36. I'm gonna swap my battery. Battery number 2.
One eternity later.
Well, guys, there's nothing. So, I'll see you guys in the gym. We're probably gonna squish this in with the gym. So, as promised, like I said, I was gonna do a little gym video. We're gonna hit legs and back, something real quick, and then we're gonna do the final pose down for the cut. See how I look. We're just gonna do just a simple leg day. I'm gonna hit some squats right now. So really enjoy the show, guys. Enjoy it. I'm just recording some bits for TikTok. I'm gonna make some edits, you know. YouTube is doing good, but I do a lot more numbers on TikTok and on YouTube Shorts. I get more views, so sorry if I don't upload more, and I upload more like on TikTok, Instagram Reels and stuff like that, but you know how it goes. Let's get to it. But we'll see how we do. So, how do you guys like your weights? I like to put mine with the numbers on the side so you guys get to see it. And I've always done it that way. It looks cooler. Some people put the numbers inside, but whatever. Let's get to it. If you want to grow legs, this is the only way. You can escape squats. I don't know. I'm kind of really bummed out that, we couldn't catch any fish. No catfish, no nothing. But, trying to catch my breath here. Thinking about how much weight I'm going to put on the next one. think we're gonna go with the big old 25 on each side. I don't know what's my PR right now with the body weight that I'm in. No, morning weight of this morning, of the last day of the cut. I'm weighing in 137. So I'm 3 pounds shy of 140 lean, but still though, 137. I gained almost 10 pounds of muscle within a year. So from my last cut, actually within months, I gained 10 pounds of muscle. But it was a lot of heck of a work to lose a lot of body weight. And really, the cardio sucks. So let's put on the 25s on each side and see how we feel. Now, the one thing about your back is I get asked, Manage, how do you grow your back? Well, it's not about pure power / strength. It's not how heavy you can lift. It's how can you manipulate your back muscle. Your back muscle is mostly always done a stretch position. Each time it's always extending its arm, retracting it back. It's stretching the muscle, not curling the muscle or, pressing on the muscle. It's stretching the muscle, I would say. That's my opinion. So what you want to do is manipulate it as much as you can. So what I mean by that is when you're going on the stretch position, you don't have to lock out with your elbows, but at least bring it out, but keep your back a little bit inclined. And as you're going down, bringing it back up, you'll feel your lats open up. That's what I mean by you gotta manipulate it. You get tired after doing it as a stretch position. And don't go heavy. I do want to talk about something. Your back straps, man. You know how much of a lifesaver these have came in handy, Like I've said, people have asked me, how do you grow your back, Ivan? Or Barry? Back straps. Gym Reapers, anything from Amazon. But anything that will help you isolate. Damn, I can't speak right now. It's got down with lat pull downs. But anything that will help you isolate your arms so you don't use your arms as much. You use mostly your back. which helps out a lot. You know, it's not bad being alone. It's not bad. You guys think of it as a bad way, but honestly, there's so many advantages of it. Now, if you think about it the sad way, then that's when a lot of bad things come into your head. But if you think the good things you can make out of it, then think about it this way. You're a kid, but inside of you, you're still a kid, but you're an adult now. So you got adult money. You can spend it on yourself, give gifts to yourself. You know, right now my goal is to buy a boat. So I could take you guys out fishing out on the boat, and we can actually catch some big fish. You know. So little things like that keep me motivated and keep me in check that, hey, you know, right now is not the time to either find somebody else or to mess with the wrong people. And that goes with friends and relationships. So don't mess with bad apples, as some people would say. Because once you take a bite, there's no turning back. So listen to your gut. Enjoy the time by yourself. Don't look for it. Don't look for trouble, man. Think about it this way. Have you, like, before when you had a lot of noise around you, you could never take a breath. You could never take a breath. You never thought for yourself. You never had so many days, like right now I had a whole year to myself. I never had that in my life. I would say, well, since I was a little kid, right? But, you know, it feels really good because I'm understanding myself once again of who I really am, retouching with my inner self, you know, with my inner kid. Seeing okay, would my 12-year-old self be proud of where I'm at right now? He'd probably be, you know. This is how I used to look. I used to go to Planet Fitness. Boom. So yeah. Time passes, but that's what I'm saying. Spend the time by yourself to understand yourself. So. So I already did pretty much 2 leg workouts. And then 2 back workouts. Now we did 3 legs, 2 back. This is gonna be our 3rd back. I think I'm gonna do some curls and then some abs, and then we're gonna go pose down. And I think we're gonna be done for today. In here, unless something comes up or if I gotta talk about something else. But really, guys, as I was mentioning in the fishing portion, hopefully you guys are sticking through to the very end till now. I don't know how long this video is gonna be, probably like 40, 50 minutes. So you learn a lot by yourself. You learn all the exercises that you need to learn too. Because once you start not seeing results, you got to change something real quick before it's too late. And one of those changes was using this machine more. Guys, the way my back looks now, after like 3 or 4 months of using this machine, every time I hit back, it improves your lower lats a lot. And just feeling the stretch coming up, oh man, something else. And back straps, guys, back straps. Don't forget your back straps. All right, so let's get to it. Nobody is here at the gym right now. I'm all by myself now, which is good because you get to pose down the way I want. Boom. I might have to adjust my exposure just a little bit. Let's bring it back to normal. See how that looks. Oh yeah. Bring it down just a touch. Boom. So let's get to it, guys. Take off the shirt. This is how we look after the cut. I don't know how many weeks into the cut now, you know. There we go. All right, let's get to it. So, Brief Divinity. I think I'm gonna stick with this brand for a little bit. I like their shirts. I like how you know they actually represent what they say they are. So I'm gonna be ordering more from them. So if Brief Divinity, if you're hearing me, gotta sponsor me, man. What the hell? I got the small waist and everything. I'm just kidding. But let's pose down real quick, do the classics for pictures and for the video. They always stay tight, guys. I always stretch these out whenever I gotta look at myself in the mirror. Look at that. Let me see if standing here is better or standing more back here is better. I gotta look back at my footage right now before I start, you know, posing down. But look at that. All right, before we continue, let me look back at the footage. All right, now I know where we're gonna be doing. So here, Well, I think I had it too high. So it's grabbing a little bit too much. But guys, this is how I look after the cut. Oh yeah, a lot fuller than last year, I tell you that. Front double bicep. Side chest. Tricep. I'm not fully cut because I don't want to lose that much weight. But we got abs. Look at that. Front lat spread. Just running down the classics. Relaxed front pose. All right, now to the back. Relaxed back pose. Oh, my back looks sick. We're gonna do a couple spots a little bit more further away. So that the blank. Gonna reflect off my back. I'm gonna sort it back. I hope I'm doing it right. All the times I practice. Some of the Arnold one. It's kind of hard. I always lose balance. That's one side. Really, the way to do it. Hold on, let me catch my breath. Now look at my back. Holy shit. Really, the way to do it, go like this. Make sure your hip is facing that way. Wait, it's like this, sorry. Make sure it's straight. No, it feels like you're falling. Try to hold your spot. Hold up. For some odd reason, I can't do it right now. I got low balance. I barely practice this one, and I should. See? I lose balance. All right, let's check out the legs. That's why we're here, right? Oh. Some of my legs be looking right now. So, that's how you do it. But yeah, check that out. Hopefully my legs did grow. I feel like this time around my legs grew out more. And I do overtrain my legs. I hit legs like almost twice or 3 times a week. Guys, I'm not trying to look like a chicken. There's a guy who's built on top but nothing in the bottom. He looks weird. So look at that. Muscle right there coming out. I've been training all my muscles on my legs, even the one in here. Oh yeah. Well, yeah, guys, I gotta get used to doing this because I'm gonna be up on stage. Look at that. Most muscular. We'll see how we look next year. So guys, this is it. I'm gonna take a couple more just for pictures, but I'm out of here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed my video, fishing and gym. You guys are lucky. I haven't done that since my first ever video. So hopefully you guys enjoy. And like I said, believe in yourself. And not just only fishing, but go to the gym, get some exercise. Don't you want some meaty legs? Don't you want to have some abs, a chest, bicep, triceps, shoulders? Guys, you're the one missing out. You're the one missing out, not me. So, stay hard, stay disciplined. Don't fall in love. Don't do it. Don't get distracted. Stick to the purpose. Stick to the goal. And look at that. All natty. All 100% natty. 140 pounds lean. One more time with the back. Ooh. I'm out of here, guys. See you till next week. Peace out.